Hello and welcome to Star Child Links. So, this reading is basically to shed some light on what's really going on with Venus going direct, Mercury going retro. There's a bit of push and pull. Everyone's being getting all annoyed, and you know things are a lot more muddled right now with the kind of energies that are going around. So this is more to help you get clarity and figure out how to go from there. So clarity and direction. Clarity and direction. So choose. Group 1 has this little drawing. All of these are channel drawings. So this is group 1, right? This is a group 2. This is group 3. And finally, we have group 4. Okay, so pause the video, take as much as you like. Pick a group or pick more than one group. And hope you've made your choice. I shall now begin. Group 1. So group 1, if you have chose this, chances are you might be feeling depressed every now and then. That is perfectly natural. I've noticed the kind of pattern with this. It skips every 2 days, and the in-between days aren't all that great. And it's like, okay, so let me just explain this. So this is all about the void within. See, and there are blocks so that the energy doesn't come inside. Just anything cannot come inside. There are certain standards, So anyway, this is because you are probably going through a lot of changes, right? And you are going to be creating something new. You are effectively going to birth something into the world, something very new, pretty awesome, very cool, right? So some of you might actually be pregnant, so this could be a physical thing, but most of you could be just energetically or creatively pregnant. And what this means is that there's this space within, this kind of emptiness and void that you need to deal with. It looks like depression, but it's really not. What it is just waiting. It's like this pregnant pause. Okay, you can't do anything but just wait for things to kind of, marinate within, things like that, and form into, new life. So let's see what cards we've got. Journey. Okay, so try to have fun with the journey. Okay, the journey has its ups and downs. There's a lot of laughing, there's a bit of crying, there's quite a few blah days, but take interest in the journey. Don't worry about the destination. For sure you guys are going to create something. What it is, we don't know yet, but be present in the now. Enjoy the journey. How to take this forward? Cheetah. So I'm getting that some of you might be very confused by the kind of emotions that you're feeling. You might feel really annoyed. You might feel completely devoid of any enthusiasm. You cannot for the life of you figure out what's wrong with you, and the thing is there's nothing wrong with you. But some of you don't have your usual store of enthusiasm, and you're wondering if you know it makes sense for you to go forward and do whatever it is that you want to do. And Cheetah is saying, by all means, go. Whenever you do have the energy, push forward. And this one is also telling me that music is important. Something that triggers fire energy within you, something that helps you become a little more high energy, and some days you don't feel like doing anything. That is perfectly fine, but when you do, put on some high energy music and get as much work done as possible. And then what you should never forget is that all the wealth is there within you. Try to be grateful for what you have right now instead of operating from a lack mindset. You guys, the problem with, being a creative person is that there are times when you just don't feel, as high energy as you'd like to feel. And that state of mind can really, if you're not careful, it can put you into this lack mentality where you're thinking in terms of, oh, I don't have the money, oh, I don't have the enthusiasm, oh, I don't have the energy. But you really need to, take a chill pill, be grateful for what you have around you, and just be grateful. That's probably start a gratitude journal. That is really important. And next we have side effect. So yes, you guys are definitely feeling the side effect of being pregnant. There's no other way to put it. Creatively or physically pregnant, or energetically even. Maybe you're birthing a new you. So you're feeling the side effects of that. Side effects include occasional blandness. Like for me, on the 12th, the 15th, and the 18th of November was when I was feeling pretty down, and there was nothing I can do about it. Like, usually I'm always, finding ways to put my energy back up there, but that didn't happen. So it seems to have a gap of 2 days, and basically there's nothing else to do but kind of push through it and tell yourself that it's all part of the journey. You're going to make something special. You're going to bring something special into the world. Yay! And all these side effects will be worth it. And just give yourself a lot of love, okay? And understand that whatever you're going through, it's not permanent. It's not a bad thing. It is just an unfortunate but kind of necessary side effect, okay? So that's it for you guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. And now group 2. Group 2. So you guys are having mood swings. You guys are having changes in energy. You are feeling the flux and reflux of everything. You are are feeling loss and gain, and it's kind of confusing you, but let's see what we can find out about it. Okay, so we have authenticity. You are slowly but surely figuring out what your authentic self is. And the story behind this card is that when you find out what your authentic self is, and when you live being true to that, nothing can harm you. Fire can't harm you, jumping off cliffs can't harm you, nothing. You are peaceful. So I'm not saying, go jump off a cliff, go through fire, blah blah blah, but what I'm saying is that you are going through a powerful transformational journey. Okay, you are shedding everything that you don't need, and you are growing at the same time. And that can seem like a very confusing thing, but trust me, it's a beautiful and actually pretty smooth transition. There are other ways of transforming. Some people do it, the phoenix way or the butterfly cocoon way. This is more akin to kind of repeatedly shedding your skin like a snake. So it's pretty smooth. It makes sure that you're not completely exhausted. You still have energy even though it's less, and you're vulnerable sometimes, but you're also very powerful as well. So you're going through those periods of shedding and growing, and you're getting to find out what your authentic self is all about. Otter, so how to proceed with this? Lighten up, flirt a little, talk to people, chill out, say hi to someone new and tell them how beautiful they look, have get in touch with the water energy within you, and the playful water energy. And yes, get in touch with that feminine flirty side, and see where that leads you. Everybody has their own way of opening up. See, if you look at it, the world may be dark and serious and whatever, but the world in which the otter resides is full of light, beautiful colors. There's the color of there's yellow, happy colors, and there's the summery ocean blue, greenish, healing colors as well. So it's really light and joyful, and try to focus on that. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with you shedding and growing and shedding and growing, but it's extremely important for you to get some light, fun-loving energy into your life. Something to always remember, Priestess. Okay, always remember to follow your intuition. Very, 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 very important. Follow your intuition, because truthfully, there is dark out there in the world. You don't really have to be afraid. You can be this light-hearted person, but you need to listen to your intuition so you know when to be aware of the darkness in the world, you know. And it's not just that. I think your intuition will do more than just save you from the darkness of the world, you know. I think that it can even help you in the lightheartedness. It can even help you with, you know, doing things you've never done before, stretching your comfort zones and things like that. Probably your intuition will tell you to say hi to someone you probably wouldn't approach normally. Family. So for now, spend time with family or anyone that you consider to be family. And this is a card for, like, you know, today and tomorrow. So here's a nice place to start. Spend time with family. Be your jovial self with them. Yeah. See how that goes. Okay? Fun loving. Listen to your intuition. You're on the way to becoming your authentic and beautiful self. Spend time with family for now. That'll really help, okay? And that is it for you guys. Have a nice day. And group number 3. So group number 3, this is your card. Okay, so you guys are all about, excuse me, you guys are all about shining for others. You're like the beacon of hope and things like that, but you're going through your own emotions and your own, you know, stuff that you need to deal with, like your own needs, right? You're always there for other people, but the moon tells me that your needs are important and yourself is important. So yeah, this, I think it's about balancing that. Let's see. Worry, why worry, honey? Why worry? Peacock. In history, okay. Okay. So I think more than anything, maybe you have people around you that you are trying to watch out for, or basically, or even not people around you, maybe it's just you, all right, and your hopes and dreams. You're worried about whether it's going to come into fruition or not, you know, things like that. And what it's saying is that, you know, you need to stop worrying about your hopes and worry about, not worry about yourself, but focus on yourself. Focus on being you. Focus on you right now, not, you know, where will you be in the future and all that stuff. How to proceed further. Peacock. So the peacock is telling you to be present, be aware, look at the number of eyes on this thing. It's all about awareness. It's all about spirituality also. Yeah, so it's telling you to be aware, be present. If you have spiritual practices, like even yoga counts, it definitely counts in my opinion. Spiritual practices and things like meditation and you know, anything, any physical activity that you can do mindfully is a spiritual practice. So you guys should definitely give that a go. All right, you need to make you the center of your attention, and not the you in the future, the you right now. And what to always remember is that you need to keep your mind like a sword upright. Okay, so your mind is a double-edged sword. Your mind is something that can, there's worry and there's imagination. It's basically two sides to the same coin. Worry will only damage you. Imagination, on the other hand, can help you create, can help you forge a new path. So keep your mind clear. Keep the camera is like focusing like a heartbeat. Oh, it's steady now. Oh well, not anymore. Anyway, so basically what I'm trying to say is you guys need to really focus on make having a clear mind a priority. Okay, do whatever it takes to get your mind clear. That means meditation, if that means going out for a swim, if that means music, if that means whatever. Everyone has their hacks. You need to really keep your mind clean and clear. No negative self-talk, no worrying, please. Okay, your mind is your best friend and your worst enemy, so make sure that's your best friend. So for today and tomorrow, we have the history card. So I am thinking it'll be a good time for you to look through your old diaries, or it not just that. I think there's this site called futureme.org, in which you can type a letter to your future self at any point in time. You can literally put down the date as to when you want to receive it. And so basically the idea here is to communicate with yourself through time. Okay, so if you have a diary of yourself in the past, if it'll be nice to read through it. If you don't, then start keeping a diary, because that'll be really important. It'll be very illuminating. And also send yourself a letter to the future. Try a year and a day in the future. A year and a day is well, if you've read enough fairy tales like I have, a year and a day is incredibly significant. So send yourself a letter to the future you a year and a day from now, and say something nice, or say whatever you want to say. I think this will really be great for you. Just trust me. Okay, you may not understand why, what, but trust me. So, do not worry, be present, be in the now, and make sure your mind is not cutting you into pieces. And take a trip down memory lane, or tell your future self where you are right now. and I'm sure your future self will really be amused by it. Well, you'll know. There's there's some sort of magic in things like that. Anyway, have a nice day, you guys. And moving on to number 4. So number 4. So if you guys selected this one, then you guys are into writing, you guys are into media, you are spreading some sort of word. You are either writing something like a book or poems, or just being really well well okay, your words, your communication is important, and you want to spread your word, you have something to say to the universe, a message of hope perhaps, message of love and beauty. You want it to sort of spread out like a ripple or like a beacon of light. Interesting. So what does this say about your journey? Dropping knowledge. Okay. So off the bat, what I'm going to say is that you guys really want to write, right? You want to convey something to the universe, to other people, but first you really need to understand whether sometimes it's hard for us to realize if what we have is knowledge or wisdom. You need to drop your bookish version of things. You need to drop your collection of facts and dates and stuff like that. You need to drop it and try to get to the essence of what you're trying to say, and that's where you can really get something going. Okay, so not knowledge, wisdom. Not knowledge, wisdom. Ask yourself if you can really understand something. If you can explain whatever you understand to an 8-year-old, then you've got it. Then you can write a book. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, so the hyena. The hyena means that I'm thinking you need to laugh at yourself. You need to also not be so serious. Probably look at things. No, wait. Let me check it out. Hermit, and it's okay. Alright. Interesting. So, right now, what has really caught my eye, is the half dark, half light over here. Okay, so I think like some of you are not really integrating your light and dark sides all that well when you're speaking, when you are trying to convey something. Maybe you are coming off as too dark or too light. Maybe Yeah. Yeah, you're yeah. Okay, how do I put it? You're kind of sounding flat, okay? So you need to blend yourself, blend your dark sides and light sides, get some humor, get a bit of sarcasm, you know, get those gray areas to really talk and see what comes up. All right. So you need to find out your voice, and your voice is not exactly, eloquent and beautiful and whatnot. It's not exactly dark and cynical and melancholic either. There's a bit of both. So find out what your real voice is, and hermit mode. Don't forget, in order to write, you need to be kind of a hermit. So go into your hermit mode, because that's when you'll be doing your best thinking. And for today and tomorrow, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You might be disappointed by the kind of reading I've given you, or you might be just disappointed in general because you haven't written much. It's okay. It's completely okay. This is how things go. So drop what you think you know, find your real voice, go into the hermit mode, and it's okay. All right, it's completely okay. You're gonna have a wonderful journey. So have a nice day, you guys, and take care. Ta-da!